see, at the time we moved down to Florida, I was 15 years old. And again, I was single-purposed on going to school. So and I don't think my dad would have ever sat still quietly and let me run that business, because he did not like that business, and I don't blame him. It was a demanding mistress. It was 7 days a week, usually 18 hours a day, every day. He didn't take vacations. He would usually take a couple of hours off on a Tuesday evening, and he belonged to a local Elks Lodge, and he would go up to his Elks Club and play cards on Tuesday night, and that was his one time off. And my mother worked in the business right alongside of him, so they worked all the time, so it was not a very nice business. My sister and I grew up on our own. We fixed our own meals, dressed ourselves. I went to school in kindergarten. I couldn't even tie my shoes because I hadn't learned yet. But my little girlfriend next door to us, she was the same age. She knew how to tie shoes. So, the first day I started kindergarten, I got dressed and put my shoes on, but I tucked the shoelaces inside my shoes and walked to school that way. And when I got there, Mary tied my shoes for me, so because I didn't know how. But my parents weren't there to do it. They were working all the time. So my dad wouldn't have wanted me to go into that business, and I really didn't have a whole lot of desires. Now, to sustain myself through college, I worked a lot of restaurant businesses. I worked as a bartender. I worked as a waiter. Worked as a bus boy. I did a lot of restaurant work because it was easy to get that kind of work, and the hours were right with school. Our childhood experiences weren't that much fun. It wasn't that much fun growing up not to have parents near you, or to do for you or help you. So it was, and it's not that we were neglected or anything that the authorities should have gotten involved with by any means, but it's just their mind was on the business, not on us. So never had any resentment about that, but did resent the business.